Okay, hi guys, I'm back. So a couple things I wanted to, everybody's doing their June acquisitions. By the way, my husband found me violet candies. Do you guys know these? Are they everywhere? They're only around here once in a while, and they're like my favorite things ever. So yum. Anyways, so I'm doing kind of like a May, June, because I didn't get all of this stuff in June. At least I really hope I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't. We just did the giveaway, which I was really excited about. Sheena, if you're watching, you still haven't gotten a hold of me, email me and put like I'm the winner or something in there in case I missed it, but I think I've been watching out for it. Okay, so the acquisitions that I've gotten in the past month and a half, 2 months at this point, are way too many. So Two Spirit and Jennifer Ball, and I'm with you. Somehow I've got to cut myself back because it's been bad. It's hard when there's so many decks you like and then you see everybody else get them and I'm like, oh, I really like that deck, I got to see it. It's terrible. And I'm going to be trying to do another video upstairs in my craft room for maybe, it means I might have to clean it, for the garage sale stuff, because I got a lot of neat stuff at the garage sale recently, and I haven't done like that kind of a haul, witchy haul video of stuff, you know, used stuff that I find at Goodwill and the garage sales and all that good stuff. So soon, look for it. I'm going to try to do it tonight, and maybe I'll post it tomorrow. So the first deck that I'm just going to show you is the one I did a video already on, the Rebel deck. I just love this deck. Everyone at work loves this deck. I love this deck. It's hilarious. It's so good. It's just awesome. Eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. Yeah. So it's what I need to do, even though it won't happen. You didn't hear that. Okay, so I was just saying on Jennifer Ball's videos that we got a lot of the same decks this month. The Fairy Enchantments deck is gorgeous. Oh my god. This deck is gorgeous. I also have not used it a lot. I did start to look through the book, and it's really interesting. Can you see the rose gold edges? Love that gilding. These cards are absolutely beautiful. The imagery in them is gorgeous. And there are cards that, look at this card, that go along with your moon sign and then your sun sign. So you're supposed to pick out your specific cards and then you do stuff with them. So like on the back of that, this is Gwyn, radiate benevolent strength. And yellow, cat's eye, Lunasa, you, white stag, falcon necklace facing southwest. So it gives you some correspondences that goes along with that card. So it helps you to create some spells based on what your moon sign was. I didn't even know what my sun sign was, so I had to look it up. Look at these freaking cards, though. My god, they're beautiful. So I did look it up, and I looked at my cards, which I'm going to have to look up again because I can't remember what my sun sign is still. Obviously, I know I'm a Libra. Look at that card. It's gorgeous. Anyways, that's not, you don't have to only use those cards, but to start out with, it kind of helps to set your intentions and stuff when you know what your signs are. God, just gorgeous cards. So I really can't wait to work with this deck more. I just haven't had the time. It's been a crazy work month, and I totally put them in backwards. Okay, so that deck I got in May, I know for sure. I got a couple really cool books I'll show too. So I'm dropping everything. I'm really loving Josephine Wall's art, and I did not have the Whispers of Love Oracle, and I love her art. So that was one that I just picked up recently because it was pretty cheap because it's an older deck, and her artwork is just so freaking gorgeous. The cards are a bit sticky with each other, but they're very pretty. Like, I'm sure once I shuffle them a lot and stuff, they'll be better. The cardstock is great. Comes in a great Blue Angel box, which is that beautiful, you know, hard box. And I know they're kind of fluffy and frou-frou, guys, but sometimes I want fluffy and frou-frou. Especially lately in this day and age, you know, with the idiot we have in the office of presidency and all that.
Take a shower.
Okay, I'm doing a video, thanks. You don't, I'm just talking to myself. Look at that imagery. Isn't that gorgeous? I actually have a big poster of this one. Just as an empath, it just makes me feel good, her artwork. So I, you know, decided I had to have this deck just on those days that I needed to feel better about stuff. So I did get that deck. So that's the Whispers of Love deck. Josephine Hall is the artist, but of course it's Angela Hartfield did the book and stuff. So I got that deck. I actually got given this deck today. What I consider to be my cousin came and brought me this deck. I don't know much about it. I have to kind of look it up. But she bought it in North Carolina a long time ago and wanted to like it and wanted to, you know, look at tarot and stuff and just didn't really get into it. So it seems like there's a lot of good imagery in them, though. And there's the backs. So it'd be a good reading deck because the images seem really clear. There's some that are, you know, pips, but I'm starting to learn the pips. So, and it's got a good book with it. Actually, a hardcover book. So, and the cards are in great shape. And it's all color books. So, hey, never say no to a free deck. Because if you don't connect with it, you can move it along to somebody else in the world who will. I'm not going to spend my time putting that away. Okay, so a deck that I actually received today in the mail, so technically it's July now, but I got WyllowWynd's new deck. I'm so excited. I've just been loving her videos, and I realized that she has this Oracle deck out, Secrets of the Mystic Grove by Lynch. And such a pretty deck. Just really gorgeous. Here's the little book. The imagery is beautiful. And of course, we love Arwen, the professional joy seeker. I just love her. And if you've ever watched, if you haven't watched her videos, go watch them. They are wonderful. And she is a wonderful human being. And if you have, then you know. She is the professional joy seeker. She talks about in one of her videos why she calls herself the professional joy seeker. And she talks about how it's not an easy thing. It's not like an automatic, I'm a joyful person, ta-da. That you have to continually seek out joy and make a choice every day. Every situation you come to, you have to seek out the way to use that situation for joy, which is really a good way to look at things. Look at even Gorgeous. Even the backs of her decks. Just beautiful. So I'm not going to show you all of these. I will do a separate walkthrough for these because they are beautiful. I do want to, because the peacock is my spirit animal, of course, I have to show you. Look how pretty that is. Just gorgeous. So I had to get WyllowWynd's deck. I just got it, so I'll be starting to use it after I cleanse it. Put a crystal on there. So another deck that I got in today, and I believe I got recommended this deck from Two of Owls, is the Fantastical Creatures Tarot. Which has just the native feel to it, is stunningly beautiful. So again, I will probably do a walkthrough, a quick walkthrough. I hate to take old decks and do walkthroughs because people have seen them a lot, but just in case there's people like me who haven't gotten all the decks through the years, who've only been collecting for a couple years. So God, look at just the imagery of them, are freaking gorgeous. I know you can start to hear my New York talk after a while. Just the lovers. Beautiful. So I was really excited to get this deck, and I'm excited to work with it, walk through it, and connect to it, because that native feel is so spiritual. I love it. One of the Oracle decks that I got as an independent deck was the Earthly Souls and Spirits deck by Terry Foss, I think it is, right? Ooh, I don't have my glasses. Yeah, F-O-S-S, Terry Foss. And she's on Etsy. And I have to say, guys, so let me just tell you that this is the best package I have ever received in the mail. And I said that on my review on her Etsy page, that if everyone knew how to package like she did, people would go a lot farther. I got, they come in a box, just a regular flip box, which is great quality and everything. A velvet bag, they came in that. And then I believe the cards were shrink wrapped too. I might be wrong, but I think they were shrink wrapped too. And she has, this is her little guide, is a page that she prints out. It's a glossy page. I'll show you. And then on top of that was, or actually underneath that was a big postcard of one of my favorite images of the deck, which is magical, I believe. And then she had her business card on top of it. There was a little organza bag with a candle and some herbs in it, and her business card, and a piece of chocolate wrapped up. Come on. Everyone should do customer service like that. I mean, and then it was all wrapped up in this cute little star tissue paper with a little moon sticker on it. Just the packaging alone was like, oh, I felt like I was special. It was great. She paints all of the images that are on this deck, which are so beautiful. They're all witches, and there's a lot of cats in there. On the back of every card is a moon phase, or several moon phases that her daughter took the pictures of and manipulated the images. So her and her daughter did a deck together, which I thought that was so cute. I just love that idea. And the images in this deck are really, really cute. Let me try to find, I have a couple, of course, that are my favorite. That just the imagery is, look at that moon, hold on. Gorgeous. Look at that one. both sides of this deck are some absolutely stunningly gorgeous images. So she worked obviously really hard on this deck, and I can see myself connecting to this deck very well. Let's meditate and look at how gorgeous, for real. I mean, goddess. Perfect, right? Perfect on the back. Just gorgeous. I'm trying to find, I have one card that just blew me away because it was so gorgeous. I have a couple favorites that I just love. One, though, that was just like the perfect card. Love this one. Gratitude. And it's not just because I'm becoming a crone, but I do love that deck, or that card. Gorgeous. Where's the magical one? Is really nice. Oh, look at, here's nature. Look at that one. Just stunningly beautiful. Look at inspire. Doesn't that just inspire you? So pretty. Where is magical? And that's my favorite one, but I want to save that if I can find the second. Here it is. This is the one I got the big postcard of. That's magical, which just love that image. That's my second favorite. Gorgeous. And my favorite is evolve. I may put that on my altar for a while because I am just loving that image. So anyway, independently produced decks. I really like to support the artist. They're great decks, and you know, you can tell she put a lot of love into these cards, into the images. Instead of a little white book, you get a glossy page where she has some spreads on it. She talks about who she is. And then on the back is just a line about every card. So like my favorite was called Evolve. So it says growth, improve, transform. Reintroduce yourself to you. Surround yourself in positivity. Continue to grow your colors. Which is great because to me this is a deck that you don't necessarily need the artist's interpretation of what the cards mean. They're so very moving and clear to me that I would be okay if she didn't have, you know, a little white book with it. But it's nice to have an idea of what she was thinking of when she came up with that image too. So just what a stunning deck. Gorgeous. So if you guys are interested in a walkthrough of that one, I haven't seen too many. There's a couple out there though, so let me know if that's something you want to see. I couldn't help myself. Again, I believe this was Two Spirit, and also where did I watch a walkthrough? Oh shoot, I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry. She's so darn cute, and she's really into the Norse and Viking stuff, and I can't remember her name for the life of me, but Pagan Otherworlds. I got the Pagan Otherworlds deck. Guys, if you haven't seen this deck, you have to look it up. It is freaking incredible. Two Spirit talks about it. He loves this deck. This is a very, very earthy, soul-wrenching, lovely deck. It has the moon phases cards, which the cardstock is linen cardstock. Freaking gorgeous. They feel incredible. Their extra card is like one of my favorite cards. It's called the Seeker, and she is a woman looking through the veil. Just how gorgeous. How gorgeous. Here's the Fool. This cardstock is stunning. The imagery is just, like I said, just gut-wrenching. Just reaches right through that card and grabs onto you and holds on. So this deck is quickly one of my favorite decks of all time. Definitely check it out. If you are pagan or earthbound or really like those grounding earthy feels, comes in a great bag, and I also got the book with it also, just because it's a gorgeous book and I couldn't help it. So a couple more. I had to get the Lumina Tarot. After I got the Connected and Free Oracle deck and connected to it so much, it like quickly became one of my favorite decks ever. It is, first of all, the perfect cardstock. It's my favorite cardstock ever made. I love it. It's a very thick cardstock, but the feel of that deck is incredible. And this is the same kind of cardstock. There is a card stuck in there, which I know I don't need it, but it's still going to drive you crazy. There it is. But the artwork is very much, there's my card. I'm a Libra. You guys don't know that. I don't say that like every video, do I? The imagery is very similar, you know, same artist, so very similar to the Connected and Free Oracle. But just absolutely stunningly gorgeous. So this is a deck that I kind of saved up for, waited till I could afford it, and went for it completely because had to have this deck. Loved it. Loved it. Okay, so one more and then I'll show you a couple books that I got. I really went hard this past month and a half. Really. Too hard. I am a Sister of Avalon, which means I study the Celtic goddesses, and there's a group of women who help each other spiritually, and I just love that, the Avalon theme, and I became a pagan after reading The Mists of Avalon. And yes, I know all the controversy behind the author. I do not worship the author, though. I just love the books. So that's my take on it, and I don't want to get into it other than that. It's a horrible thing that happened, but to me, it's the books themselves are still great books, and that's it. Anyways, the Celtic Tree Oracle. I got this deck specifically because in the Sisters of Avalon we are studying Oghams, which I have no idea if I'm saying that right, but they are the divination sticks with the symbols on them. And I probably could have gotten an Ogham set, and I will. Eventually I will get an Ogham set, which is all the different kinds of wood that it shows here with that symbol on it. So they're sticks. They're about this long. Some of them, well, it depends on the deck, or on the deck, on the set that you get. Some of them can be longer, fatter, thinner, or whatever. But they are, so you get an ash stick, and you get a rowan stick, and you get an alder stick, and you get, there's ash, hazel stick, and so all the different kinds of woods, and they all have their own symbol, and they all have a divinatory meaning to them. But because I'm a tarot person and an oracle person, I decided to start learning the Ogham through cards. So these cards are basically a set of Oghams. I hope I'm not butchering that. Ogham? I don't know how else you could say it. It's an Ogham. If it's not, sorry. It's basically a set of Oghams through the cards. So I'm going to start learning through the cards that divinatory meaning too. We talked a little bit on my video, my giveaway video about different kinds of divinatory ways to do things. And so I like to be as well-rounded as I can. So I try to learn as many of them as I can. The pendulum and, you know, all different kinds. So that is the last deck that I purchased. I got a couple books. I got 2017's Witch's Date Book. I realized that it's halfway through 2017, but because it's halfway through 2017, I only had to pay like $3 for this. And we still have like 5 months left to go. So as far as I was concerned, it was a good deal for I think it was $3.50. So, and you know, obviously it's a great book. Warrior Goddess Training. This is by Heather Ash Amara. I have been looking at these books for months and months and months. I do a new moon sacred feminine group, and that's what we do, is empower each other. It's only for women, this group, and I'm really excited about working with my inner warrior goddess and learning to bring out the warrior goddess. So there's also the workbook companion to it, which I got with it, and I'm super, super excited about working with this, and I want to bring it to our group and have them work on it with me. So super excited about that. And last but not least, when I got the Lumina tarot, her book Into the Woods had come out, which is, guys, wow, this is really going to be a great read. This is one of those kind of books that, at least for me, I don't read all the way through, that I kind of pick it up and flip through and let the universe decide what I need to see, what I need to learn. Just one of those really interesting, it's a book for uplifting yourself, for spiritual work. I can see it's broken up into the seasons of your life. So there's winter, tools for the winter, spring, summer, and autumn, and it's how different you do things in all the seasons of your life. So like, you don't have to work winter in December, but when it's the winter of your life, when you kind of slow down and start doing shadow work and stuff, which for me tends to be winter, then you turn to the winter section. But I really think it's a beautiful book. It's got some beautiful ideas. It's got some poetry in there. It's got really interesting art. It's just a very uplifting, empowering kind of book. And again, because I have been working a lot on inner goddess, inner warrior strength, feminine, our feminine power, I really was excited to get this and see it, and I'm really psyched. I started working with it this week, and it's really powerful. So I'm really excited, and it is by the same woman, Lauren Aletta, who does the Lumina Tarot and the Connected and Free Oracle. So that is the purchases for May and June. I do have some stuff coming already for July. So I don't know if I'm going to hold myself to the one tarot, one book, one oracle, like Two Spirit and Jennifer are doing, but I will try to keep it down as much as I can. I think I might go on a sabbatical for a couple weeks and not spend anything, and hope that kind of breaks the I must have this thing. I'm hoping. but it's really hard. You guys have all these great videos. And so my next video, though, I am definitely going to do a haul video of my garage sale and thrift store finds. I've got some great ones recently. And I have some great tips on what to look for in garage sales and how to get better bargains at garage sales. One of the tips is to look for men, because men don't like to bargain with you. They kind of find it like insulting, so they're just like, oh yeah, whatever you want. $5? Sure, pay $5. I have to tell you what I paid for my husband's Father's Day gift, which was like professional art supplies, and I paid like $25 for, I bet you it was $140, $150 worth of stuff, because I did it when the man was there and the woman whose stuff it was not there. But it was great. So, oh my God, a half an hour. I'm so sorry, you guys. Thanks for watching. You know I love you. Sheena, if you're watching, make sure you get a hold of me so I can get you your summer altar kit. And blessings.